Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Conrad Vargas, the Old Desert Naturalist. Today I'm up in the high deserts and we have a very special guest. He's not excited to be here, but I'm excited to have him. That's what I want right there. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have one of the denizens of the desert. I have a beautiful, small, little Sidewinder here. He's a beauty. He's very small, but he lives here in the desert. And ladies and gentlemen, and you children especially, don't be trying this. He's alive, and he can bite, and he can hurt. He's very relaxed right now, surprisingly enough. If you look, you can see his tail. Come on. He's not going to make it jump and wiggle. He's so relaxed now, he's not going to do it. There, he's going a little bit. This is a desert Sidewinder. There are two species. We have what we call the Mojave Green. This one is called a Sidewinder, but it has little horns right over the eyes here. Can you see the little horns? I think his tail's going now a little bit. Now, the Sidewinder, when he moves across the desert, he moves sideways. He actually moves, instead of straight forward, he actually moves sideways. We're going to turn him loose and we're going to let him do this. Do not be picking up these animals of the desert. They do bite. They can be very, very painful. They very seldom ever kill, but they're very painful. This is a young one. Now, I've had people tell me that you can tell their age by counting the buttons. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. That would mean he's 4 years old, and he's not 4 years old. He's probably about a year old. The buttons mean that when he eats, he'll form a button. So he's eaten 4 times, and he's not eating too much, but every time he eats, he'll form a button. But after a while, the buttons will start to fall off because they're like your fingernails. It's the same material, and they will tend to become very brittle, and they'll fall off. So looking at the tail does not tell you how old he is. He's starting to stretch here. He wants to stretch. He's not going to try to squeeze my arm like a gopher snake would, or has done on a show. I'd like to open his mouth and get his teeth. He's not going to open his mouth. He did a while ago and he was very upset. And he's not going to do it now. His tongue, he listens and feels temperature with his tongue. He sticks it out and he can feel heat and movement with his tongue. His eyes are not very good. They can't see well with his eyes. He's just laying here. It's like he's not giving up and caring about anything here. And I find this amazing. I thought he'd fight me all the way. So this is Conrad Vargas, the Old Desert Naturalist. My wife calls me an old nasty snake every once in a while.